Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish 2, The Tormenta. Last episode, we made our way up to Edzelam, the city located here in the upper area of the Rokaj. Didn't find much information about where the Ross is, so we're gonna have to hunt for him. And now that that's done, we need to go to our fort. So, let's head along the road and get there. Is that not... So do we just march north here? Oh, there it is. Oh, the road was actually on this side. Interesting. I just want to uncover the road. There, the road is uncovered. A group of shaggy warriors are walking up the pilgrimage road. They wear heavy furs coated with snow, and weapons hang from all over their bodies. They mostly head north, but they are occasionally distracted by game. When you come into view, they freeze. When you get closer, they turn and walk quickly up the road to the north. Wait! You know that they heard you. They don't stop. Run after them. They are paying too close attention to you. The moment you start to run, they run too. They have lived their entire lives up here, and the altitude is making you short of breath. They easily outpace you. Soon they are lost in the snow, heading toward the higher peaks. There are far fewer clans up here in the High Litha. It's too barren and too cold. You find a few longhouses huddled together at this crossroads. A few poor families of hunters live up here. When you come into view, there is no friendly response. Everyone, the hunters, the guards, all of them run into their homes. They slam shut the doors and bar them. They refuse to deal with you. It just hit me. It may have been possible to get through the Fangs of Judgment without blowing up the wall by taking that alternate path that was mentioned in the underworld. I bet that's something I could have done in order to avoid some of the anger. Sadly, I didn't think of it soon enough. Haven's highest, most remote fort in the Rokaj, Glacier Keep, comes into view in front of you. Its crumbling walls and shoddy buildings are huddled on the east shore of an icy, swift-flowing river. Only a few guards are visible, and those are peering out of the gates. The tents outside the fort are empty. However, these are in good condition. They have been put up only recently. You also see piles of fresh supplies outside the gates. The fort is neglected, but not forgotten. Someone is quietly paying attention to it. With your help, it might be restored. Indeed, and restored it will be. Let me just uncover the outside of the fort. And in we shall go. You enter Glacier Keep, the highest, coldest, most remote, and most neglected of Haven's forts in the Rokaj. The gates are watched by bundled-up soldiers who can barely manage salutes with their shivering limbs as you pass. This is a miserable outpost, but it's a necessary one. After the Great Uprising, Haven made sure that they could watch every part of their disobedient vassal at all times. What surprises you the most is that this fort is actually properly supplied. You see barrels and crates and sacks of supplies everywhere you look. Recently, someone higher up decided that Glacier Keep needs to be able to protect itself. The chief must be in the grimy longhouses by the river to the west. The report you receive is sure to be interesting. I am certain of that, indeed. Alright, this is, yeah, this is a watchtower. Yeah, nothing of note up here, as usual. Okay. Only room for one, interesting. Okay. Pretty sure none of these are going to be stalls. I'm going to make them all actual buildings, because otherwise... Why would I make them stalls? It's so freaking freezing out here. That would just be cruel. Okay. Okay, that must be the longhouse. Right over here. Alright, that seems to be everything there. Let's go take a look at the longhouses here. Watcher Ravel. There's a high Lithan waiting in this warehouse. He stands alone, upright and dignified. His vicious barbed scourge hangs from his belt. When you approach him, he gives you a little nod. I am Ravel, Watcher of the High Litha. I come on behalf of the Rokaj. I will speak to those in authority. You are a Watcher. I am. I am sent by the High Lithans to speak for Rasa Suharam. We watch for those who would stray too far from the deep truth of the Rokaj. Did you come alone? In this case, yes. Normally I would have guards. To deal with this delicate matter, I was sent to the Havenites alone. What is the deep truth of the Rokaj? To make you understand it fully would take a lifetime. I will only say that no conqueror holds our mountains forever. You should remember that. Who sent you? I came on my own. Rasa Suharam knows nothing of my action. That seems unlikely. Who do you need to talk to? I will speak to any authority of the Empire who will listen. I need to talk to Rasa Suharam. That is unfortunate. I do not know where in the High Litha he is. Obviously a lie, but he refuses to say otherwise. The High Lithans continue to struggle to keep you from meeting their leader. Watcher Ravel watches you quietly. He is a grim fellow, unwilling to sit, take food, or engage in a single expression of friendliness. What brings you here, Watcher? You have destroyed a fortress of great importance to us, the final wall held by the Rokaj. You shattered the fangs of judgment. And you are upset about it. I am only a Watcher. I don't feel emotions. At least not officially. However, Haven must know how we feel about this brutal act. I will have an answer from someone responsible. I am responsible. You may speak with me. Watcher Ravel nods. You are the one who shattered the wall. I want to know why you did this, and I want to ask a question. I needed to enter the Upper High Litha, and you were preventing me. Perhaps we had a reason. Perhaps you should have trusted the wisdom of our people instead of striking at us and humiliating us. Perhaps great harm will be caused by what you have done. You try to get more elaboration about this, but Ravel refuses to respond to your questions. I had orders from my queen. Doubtless you did. Thus this action can't be blamed on the actions of a few rogues. It was a true expression of the feelings of Haven toward the Rokaj. We will react keeping this in mind. What is your question? You attacked the Rokaj on orders from Queen Sharon. What happens now? Do you regret what you did? Or will these humiliations continue? I deeply regret what I had to do. I do not plan to attack the Row again. Watcher Ravel thinks about this. I will carry your words to those who will hear them. Then they will decide whether to believe you. Some will, some won't. Maybe it will be enough to calm things. Thank you, Prince. I will take your message and depart soon. He turns away. Whew, boy. Oh, wow, it goes down instead of up. That's interesting. Envoy Pollux. There is an old man of the Row sitting at the table. He is wearing clean clothes of a nearly current style. Must be from the gentle coast. He is sipping weak tea and chewing salty dried meat with quiet resignation. When you approach, he eagerly invites you to join him. Welcome, Prince. I didn't really believe that you would come. I am Pollux, Envoy of Haven. Here on official business, though my mission is far less significant than yours. I know you had a difficult time getting here. You are both a Row and an Envoy of Haven? But of course, Haven has always drawn scholars, soldiers, and envoys from its vassals. We are citizens of the Empire, after all. Many of us are eager to serve. What other roles do the Row play for Haven? Understandably, most Row in Haven's service are soldiers. Our warriors are highly in demand all throughout the Empire. Alas, that means that the warriors most likely to support Haven are far away whenever trouble happens. What did the Row think of one of their own who works for Haven? It is hard to tell. You have heard of our deep truth, perhaps? To an invader, a Row will always say the most useful lie. Of course, any Row will say they are happy to serve Haven. Only the closest to them know the truth. Not even I, a true Row, can always tell. How have you been treated as an envoy? I am treated like a Havenite. Politeness, respect, pleasant lies, Still, I don't care. My position has brought great advantage to my clan. That is really all that matters. Do you ever fear for your life? No. I can be sure the Geldnast will never come for me. They never take jobs to kill Haven or its servants. In return, Haven doesn't eradicate them. Envoy Pollux sits and eats with you. His home, the Gentle Coast, has far better fare available than you are offered here. However, he chokes it all down with the quiet dignity of a true diplomat. What is your business here, Envoy? It is awkward. It was my understanding that the Rokaj would soon select a replacement for Rasa Elha. This will happen at the highest peak of the Rokaj, Prova Krug. Since I am from the Gentle Coast and speak for Haven, I should be able to take part. However, I have not. Tell me more about Rasa Elha. She was the Rasa of the Gentle Coast. She lived in Lascara. She was the one who gave you permission to travel the Pilgrimage Road. And then she was assassinated. A true shame. She was a great leader. How will the Rasa be replaced? Those who want the position must ascend to Prova Krug, a difficult and dangerous journey. All who want to take part in the decision must climb up there as well. Then there is a long debate. Sometimes it turns violent. When there is a unanimous vote, one is selected to replace Elha. Why haven't you been able to take part? Because as far as I can tell, no plans are being made to replace Elha. It is time for the meeting on Prova Krug. I went north to the Ice Gate, the path to the High Peaks. That was as far as I could go. What happened? The Ice Gate was surrounded by warriors from all over the Rokaj. There was no meeting, no celebration. They were ready for battle. They were not there for debate. When I asked them about Rasa Elha's replacement, they had no idea what I was talking about. They were no friends of the Gentle Coast, though. They told me to go. I think it was only being an envoy of Haven that saved my life. Who were those warriors? I don't know. I don't know where they were all from or why they were there. I only know that there were a lot of them and blood was on their minds. What do you think is happening? I don't know. I want to talk to Rasa Suharam. He should know what is happening in his lands. However, he's not an Etzalam and nobody would tell me where he is. Worrying. He is in many ways the most trusted voice in all the Rokaj. So I stay here and try to decide what to do. I had to blow up a big wall to get here. The wall and the fangs, yes. The High Lithans were very attached to it. They are quite angry about what happened. They are the ones who tried to keep a Prince of Haven out. They did, and honestly I don't know why they made such a provocation. Rasa Suharam must have known about it, and yet it was allowed. I'm sure we are both eager to learn why the High Lithans were so desperate to keep you out of this region. I have a few theories. Okay, here's the mirror. When you approach the mirror, it fills up with mist. The vapors are a riot of colors, red, blue, green, swirling rapidly. Through the chaos, your mother's voice emerges. Rupert? Rupert, it is me, the Queen. I am still the Queen. I am here. I will speak. You have reached the last of our forts? Forts. The row is reclaimed. I just noticed she is not looking well in this picture. Are you well? I am very well. It is a bright new day. Your work is done. The Rokaj, vassal of Haven, the land of your father, is claimed. The troubles are ended. The Rokaj will be pacified soon. There is no need to be modest, my child. The Rokaj is pacified now. The people love us. Haven is their loving parent now. Our princes have their blood. There is no way they would turn their backs on us. What few problems remain will be taken care of soon. Suddenly the Queen snaps at you. Nonsense! There are no problems! You are confused. You are always confused. All is well there. End your vacation and come home soon. I am losing my patience! And then the mist clears. The audience has ended. Oh boy. Oh dear mother. Let's see. And there's the chief. The Rokaj Peaks. We already read on that. Nothing in there. And Prova Krug. We've already read on that. Okay, Chief Yeldosa. The chief of Glacier Keep is a small, middle-aged woman. Her long years up in the icy mountains have left her pale and worn, but the blade hanging from her belt is sharp and properly maintained. She has never forgotten where she is stationed. She rises and gives you a brief bow. I am honored by your visit, Prince. I am Chief Yeldosa, This is the first time royalty of Haven has visited our humble fort. I will make your stay here as efficient and useful as possible. I am Prince Rupert of Haven, and I am on a diplomatic mission. Of course, I know Queen Sharon has sent you to give proper attention to the Rocage. Not a moment too soon, I think. I should give you a report on our current status. Give me your report. My report is that all is well. As you can see, the fort is intact, and we are not under attack. The walls are standing. We have adequate supplies. Everything is peaceful. No reason for you to stay long. That is all. Considering recent events, such as your assault on the Fangs of Judgment, this is an oddly passive report. Tell me about this fort. As you can see, it is very humble. There are few row up here. The land is too harsh to support military action. Thus, Glacier Keep asks for little and uses less. We can go many years without any events of note. Again, strangely calm and passive. How long has the fort been here? It was built not long after the Great Uprising was violently crushed. The king at the time decided that we needed to keep a closer watch on the High Lithens. Thus, Glacier Keep was built. How did you come to command it? I asked and was accepted. That was 15 years ago. I've seen 3 Rosses. Rasa Suharam, the current Rasa, has held the post longest of the 3. I was the only one who asked for the post. I have been here some time. Why so little competition? Because not everyone shares my sense of duty, I suppose. There is no action up here to polish up a military history. There is no wealth, and thus no opportunities to line one's pockets. Also, it is miserable here. I suppose a humble post suits me. Also, I confess I find the mountains beautiful. I need to speak with Rasa Suharam. Ah, part of the diplomatic mission, of course. Alas, he is not available. Since you shattered the Fangs of Judgment, I have been trying to talk to him. They say he is gone. They won't tell me where. Worrying. Chief Yildosa sits with you at her desk. Her soldiers occasionally bring you weak tea and slightly stale bread with goat butter. It's the best they can offer on short notice. You reported the current situation as peaceful. She grows nervous. Well, that is an accurate word. As you saw, we are not under attack, therefore it is peaceful. I have not experienced a lot of peace since I came here. Oh, of course, I heard the cowardly attack on you. We have had no rebels here, no raiders. The High Lithens continue to tolerate us. I have followed Governor Ivana's principles and left the High Lithens alone as much as possible. This has brought peace. What are Governor Ivana's principles? You should know that the High Lithens, though they are poor and few in number, have great authority in the Rocage. They are seen as the keepers of their deep truth, the way the Ro are meant to live their lives. Therefore, Governor Ivana has us pester them as little as possible. If they don't ask for help, we leave them alone. We keep our soldiers out of their view. If the High Lithens are happy, the Rocage is happy. Do you support Ivana? I do. I have found her to be patient and wise. The other provinces need active governors who settle disputes and put down small rebellions. Up here, quiet is best. What do the Rocage think of our policies? I don't know. They aren't attacking us. Always a good sign. However, it is very, very hard to have a candid conversation with a High Lithen. Or any Ro. They will tell us whatever we want to hear. Meanwhile, their deep truth is that we are invaders who are destined to be driven out. I was sent here to evaluate Governor Ivana. Of course, that is a standard part of a full diplomatic mission. I will say now that I admire Ivana and think she acted correctly. If you want to remove Ivana, you will need to assign a replacement, will you not? That is true. Well, I do not want to be governor. I don't think anyone does. This is a cold place in a long list of ways. Finding even an incompetent who is willing to serve up here will be hard. This fort could be rebuilt. It could. Perhaps some of our forts in the Rocage should be restored. However, you will need building materials. The main thing the High Litha can provide is rare precious quicksilver. Alas, of late it has been hard to trade. I note that you have a lot of new supplies. Yes, Governor Ivana has been unnecessarily generous with us. I'm sure all the weapons and food and such we have received were sent in error. We can send it all back at any point. She's not telling the whole truth, perhaps because of orders. You doubt that you can get the full story from her at this point. Why is it hard for you to trade? The High Lithens have always been remote. Lately, however, they are not only cold, but they are always claiming that they are out of materials. No stone is to be had, no rations. Worst of all, no quicksilver. There has been concern. Where can I get more quicksilver? I can actually help a small amount. There are some ancient catacombs near here, the White Crypts. The dead there were buried with old jugs of quicksilver, some sort of ancient practice. We've hired a few brigands to enter the crypts and recover the stuff. However, the flow from the White Crypts has slowed recently. I haven't been able to spare the soldiers to investigate. We could use the help. Where are these crypts? They are across the river to the west. The row stay away from them. They're still a bit haunted, I hear. You hire brigands? Yes. They are young, stupidly brave, and get the work done. Also, it keeps them from robbing us. I don't know about that. The High Lithans don't mind you digging around in their crypts. In this case, no. The crypts are very old and the shades within have become faint and quiet. Once ghosts become too old and stale, the living stop honoring them. Much like the old can be neglected in life. Anyway, the Mist-Talkers don't mind, especially if we rid them of angry spirits in the process. Saves them work. This seems like a limited source. It is. I doubt we'll be able to get more than 3 years' supply from those catacombs. Still, it is enough to get us through whatever is about to happen. You try to get her to elaborate, but her responses are rote and bland. Let me take a look downstairs. There we go. In the vaults under the fort, you find more supplies. Food and tools, yes, but also weapons. Someone is quietly preparing Glacier Keep to defend itself if necessary. A few items that we can sell. Yes, items for selling. Let me just, I'm just gonna put these in here so that I can hold on to them for a moment. Okay. So normally next I'd start the editing, but the upgrading of this place. Which we can get another smithy, weaving room, carpenter barracks, and we can go with apothecary. I haven't really done much with the distillery because I haven't needed to. Upgrading the fort sounds like it'll be a good idea. But before I do, I'm going to throw down a save just to save on time running around, but there's something I need to check. Alright, let me just take a quick look at something here. I need a reminder of what I'm going to do for this upgrade. Okay, the Lodaga happens to have theft, which we'll need to do something about soon. Which I think we'll be able to do with the upgrades there. But yes. First, I need to make my decision and reminder. What am I going to upgrade? Diplomacy would probably be a good idea just to get people on our side. New trainable ability. Lasting power of resistance, elemental fix, and stunning. Okay. While that would be thematically fitting, I feel, let's see, aid to accuracy and spectral armor, or call brute and aid to magic. That's what I need to decide on. Call brute, now that we have those brute flasks, doesn't seem the most useful. Aid to magic would be very good for 2 of our guys. On the other hand, aid to accuracy would be great for everyone. Better chance to hit. Spectral armor. Again, I probably wouldn't get it. And this is all improving opinions of us. I probably should get Mighty Thoughts. Then again, we have almost none of this. We'll probably get more soon. So, do I care about magic damage or about accuracy? I feel like accuracy may be more needed. Spectral armor is something we could train in if we wished to. 2 magical damage is not much. I feel like the accuracy is better. So when we do the upgrade, we'll get the industry upgrade. Give me a sec to reload. Okay, so that's what we'll do. When we do this upgrade, we'll do the bonus to accuracy. That's how that needs to be improved. But that'll be in the next episode, because this one's gone on about long enough. Next episode, it's time to rebuild the fort. That'll be... Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish 2, The Tormentor, and I shall see you all next time.